A lot of people are probably out partying late at night on a mid-August Wednesday, but tonight, for those of you who are staying in or those that have no lives, enjoy a game at ESPN NFL 2K5 presented to you this evening, where Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers come into the Mile High City to face Jake Plummer and the Denver Broncos. A lot of expectations are riding on Denver from their 10-3 season. So tonight, in front of a beautiful crowd, these two great teams from Super Bowl 32 have had the same cast for the most part, except for the rotating carousel of quarterbacks under Mike Shanahan. Let's go to the ESPN studios in Bristol, Tennessee, where Chris Berman awaits. Good evening, the Bermanita.
Aloha, I'm Chris Berman, and coming up on ESPN, welcome one and all to NFL Kickoff Weekend 2004. Hope everybody had a great Labor Day weekend. I'm Chris Berman. Now we're ready for some football. We kick off our coverage of the NFL on ESPN with what ought to be a good one. Packers, Broncos, straight ahead.
And look at all the happy tailgaters as they get set to cheer for the hometown team. Welcome to Invesco Field at Mile High Stadium. I'm Dan Stevens. With me, my good compadre, Peter O'Keefe. Peter, your thoughts on today's game?
Well, Dan, both teams have excellent safeties on the defensive end. And the Broncos have a cadre of safeties who are known for making big hits. These guys are headhunters. They don't care who you are or how much you weigh. They're going to hit you out. The Packers have some excellent safeties. They can cover, they can hit, and they get their fair share of interceptions as well. In short, they can do it all. Both of these groups have a chance to shine. The question is, which one?
Okay, Peter, we'll see how they do once the game begins. But first, the toss of the coin. Tails. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Elam picks it up to begin the game. Let's out for a touchback. The Packers will start this first play of the drive at their own 20-yard line. Wilson gets the snap back at the 15.
Now Wilson gets the sack deep in the pocket. That's going to be a sizable loss. Watch this. Oh, yeah. That's going to push him back, way back. Great defensive play.
The defensive design worked flawlessly, and the Redskins spot the ball well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Well, waiting 2 early series for the Lions.
Second and long again. Green gains 5 on the play, and that will bring up third down. Let's go back and revisit that last tackle in the backfield. Great stop.
Now Wilson has really established himself as the vocal leader of this year. 6'3", 240 offensive. There's a trips to the lead.
Third down with 4 wideouts in the game. Walker mishandles this one and drops it. Incomplete. Number 35. Defense. Ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Gets a little too physical with his man here. As you can see, he gets the flag for it too. Yeah, that's a good pass interference call. He was all over that receiver. First and 10. The receivers line up as the defense send us into the
Clark gets all of his arms into this passes, and it's caught at the 35, and he stopped right there. It will be first down.
first down.
It's intercepted. He's in for a touchdown.
John Lynch picks off the ball, and he's going all the way. Nobody can stop him here. I hope his mom's got the VCR going.
Peter Hill had a touchdown to the stats, and he has to be very happy with that.
You bet. Big play, my friend. Jason Keelan to attempt the extra point. Number 13.
Now the extra point, and it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Elam rockets this one deep. Davenport pounds this in the end zone for a touchback. The Packers were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at their own 20-yard line. Goes in motion. Clark blows a bullet, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Football, he left no chance for a reception.
Potential for some nice yards, but the defense plays it tough. That will bring up second down. Second down, 10 yards to go. Intercepted. Tackled at the 23.
Big pass, number 30. To the goal in the spot along the yanked on that helmet back there. So the personal foul call was a good one. You can't pull someone's face mask like that.
The Broncos are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive at the 11-yard line. Plummer fires this one over the middle, and it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete.
Okay, guy, and the receiver did before. You know the plan, you know what to do. Stick to the plan.
Smith goes in motion. First carries it past scrimmage and maybe picks up one on the play. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you. Third down, big man back. Plummer looks this one to the end zone, and it's tipped. Incomplete. That will bring up fourth down.
Mark Roman cuts in there and gets himself in a perfect spot.
Absolutely, Peter. He's able to keep the receiver from getting near it.
Well, the closer you play, the better your shot is in breaking up the completion.
The defense denies the opportunity for the score and instead forces them into a fourth down situation.
Pressure cooker of a play on the deep play inside.
Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Elam from 27 yards out, and it's good.
Jason Elam puts in an easy short one. A clean kick, no worries.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Elam booms a beauty here. Packers have this bounce out of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense has taken the field, and they have been having a very tough time passing the ball. They have another opportunity here as they start off at their own 20-yard line. Ferguson goes in motion. Mobley tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete.
What's the deflector? John Mobley came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down, 31. This to the right sideline, and they can't connect. Incomplete. Sharper had to leave the field earlier in the game, and now Susie Calder has a report. Susie?
Thank you, Dad. He came off the field complaining of lower leg pain. The trainers are saying he's got a high ankle sprain. They're fitting him with a brace, and they told me that he will be ready to go back to him later in the game. Back to you, guys.
As always, we'll hope for the best.
Although you got an empty backfield, 5 receivers, and the defense is in there down. That's what we're doing.
Goes in motion. Puts a lick on the receiver and separates him from the ball. Incomplete. It'll be fourth down. Sandler lines up to punt after the 3-and-out. Sandler gets the ball and punts it away. Smith fields it at the 38. Blocked hard at the 49.
Rod Smith racked up a few yards on the run back there, pulling down the sides of the punt a little bit.
The Broncos offense takes the field, and they are already halfway there. They'll start at their 49-yard line. First, will take the handoff and gets out right. Stop at the 47.
Garrison Hurst, one of those old guards that can still get it done. 12-year man out of Georgia. Actually, this guy's a double major, throwing a PhD from NFL University. What we just saw was a dissertation. Second and 6. Right there. 47.
Hurst gets the call again and maybe picks up one on the play. Third down and 4 lineouts in the game. Block goes in motion. Nice again,
Bring him out. Bring him out. You got the trade.
excited faces down there on the field.
Oh boy, nothing can amp up an offense like a big play. That's how you get the first.
And that's what they've got. First down. Smith makes the catch out to the left end. He's got the first down and a whole lot more.
Smith delivers on this play. Let's take another look. First at the catch.
There it is, but he's not done. He's going to make his way forward for extra yard.
He's a go-to guy for sure.
A beautiful pickup, Peter. Everyone on the offense is happy about that play.
That was a great call by the offensive coordinator.
And it will be a first down. First down, 2 tight ends in the game. Plummer throws a bullet to the flat, and it's intercepted. Tackled at the 20.
Mike McKenzie knows why you think twice before throwing a pass in his neighborhood. Watch. Great presence of mind to try for the football there.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you gotta love D like that.
The Packers have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at their own 20-yard line. Henderson goes in motion. Green at the first down and takes it upfield. Brought down at the 27.
Lon Green finds the hole on this one and gains some good yardage. Wow, great blocking on that play.
Peter, what a nice pickup to get them into a second and short situation.
Yeah, great play. And now they have a bunch of options on what to try next.
Green took this one way wide. It's wide right. Finally popped out of bounds at the 42. That will bring up first down.
Al Wilson lets the ball carrier get past the markers and a bunch more before he can stop him.
There's the push to send him out of bounds. Very forceful, but really almost pointless.
Yeah, like smashing the barn door after the horses are already escaped.
A beautiful pickup, Peter, and a bit of a collapse by the defense there.
Well, they were caught off guard, Dan, and by the time they reacted, it was too late.
It will be first down. And that'll do it for quarter number 1. The Broncos enjoying the lead 10-0. First down, both wideouts to the right. Martin goes in motion. Green ends up losing 5 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Throws a bullet to the right hand. The reception is made for a pickup of maybe a yard.
Brett Favre really struggling out there today. As you can see by the numbers, it's all bad. Up to now, he's got 18 yards and 2 interceptions. This is the series here, baby.
Makes a tough catch, and he's just short of the first down. Fourth down coming up. Fourth down and less than a yard. Bishop takes the snap and runs into traffic. Tackle block. They keep the drive alive. First down at the 47. First down.
Tony Fisher thank his blockers for that last play. If it wasn't for them, that play would have tanked.
A big conversion there, and that's what they need to do to close the gap.
Great execution.
Green takes it for his 5th carry and picks up a couple. It looks like, we've got an injury down in the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information down to you.
Yeah, I think right here. You'll be all right, man. You'll be all right. You'll be enough. You got to get back to us. You'll be all right, buddy. Second and 7.
Ferguson goes in motion. Marv throws a heater right sideline, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Face mask, number 24, defense. 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Champ
Repeat
Bailey
second
held the
down.
face mask back there, but it was kind of iffy. That's a 5-yard penalty and a right call.
Second down.
Second and 2.
And this will be the 8th play of the drive. Green carries it to the 6th time and picks up a couple.
John Mobley made the save, dropping the ball carrier before he could get to the marker.
They hold pretty firm there, and they've got to do it again on 3rd and short. Green will get the carry on 3rd down and picks up the first down.
First down. First and 10. Ball at 35.
Green calls it in right side. Loses yards on that one.
Lenny Walls targeted the ball carrier early. Didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
They put a stop to this play behind the line of scrimmage. Pretty good call by the defensive coordinator.
Agreed, Dan. They had it all locked up.
That will bring up 2nd down. Ferguson goes in motion. Green takes this one way out left and barely picks up the first down.
First down, Packers. Lon Green sticks close to his blockers here, and it pays off.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and they will move the chain.
Great execution.
First down, empty backfield. No good. Incomplete. Lynch was shaken up earlier, and right here, Susie Colbert has a report for us. Susie?
Thanks, Dan. After coming off the field with some hand pain, the trainers have determined that he's dislocated his finger. They popped it back into the socket, and now they're taping it up to protect it from further injury. He should be able to return to the game shortly. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Susie. Marv throws a bullet to the flat, and it's completed at the 25. Runs out, and that will stop the clock at 1:51.
Lon Green had nobody on him. The quarterback saw it and got the ball to him.
He reels in another one today. Wonder what they put in his oatmeal this morning.
Probably the passing playbook.
3rd down with the tight end right. Taylor makes a play on this and forces the incompletion. 4th down coming up. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
Ryan
4th down, 6 yards to go. connects from 38 yards out, and he misses this one to the right.
Ryan Longwell misses the field goal here. Let's watch this again. Yep, it's just a little bit to the side of the upright, but those only counts in horseshoes.
The Broncos had their last drive stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at their own 29-yard line. They couldn't connect on this one. Incomplete.
Okay, you ain't getting nothing.
Second and 10. Broncos 29 yards.
First gains 3 yards, and that brings up third down.
With the tackle.
Third down and 4 wideouts in the game. Lee hammers the receiver and forces him to drop the ball. Incomplete. That will bring up fourth down.
Mike McKenzie closed in from the zone and forced the incompletion.
It seemed like the defense read that from the beginning, and they forced the incompletion with relative ease.
Beautiful call by the D coordinator.
It'll be fourth down. Nord gets ready to punt this away. Nord takes the snap and punts it away. Fields the punt at the 30. Dragged down at the 40.
Antonio Chapman racked up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the size of the punt a little bit.
The Packers can climb back into it with a score before half here. They will start this drive at their 40-yard line. Ferguson grabs the fastball over the middle, and he's got the first down and a whole lot more. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
If there's one comment I'd like to add about this game, it's definitely less ugly in terms of INTs and more ugly in terms of people getting injured. We've already had 3 Green Bay players injured tonight, and one Denver player had to leave the game for a few plays. That was John Lynch. But yeah, Green Bay was dealing with attrition.
That brings up second down. Second down with a split backfield. Anderson didn't call that one in, and it falls incomplete. Driver was shaken up earlier, and I hear Susie Culver has a report for us. Susie?
Thank you, Dan. But in the trainers, and right now, all they know is that his knee is in heaps of pain. They're looking at him right now. He seems to be in serious pain. The official word of his return, doubtful. Back to you.
Thanks, Susie. Sings it to the right side, and it falls incomplete.
Motherfucker snapped that ball in his hands on that play, and he just dropped it.
Peter, in third down situations, they have not been successful at all with the pass. This play was more proof.
Your third is such a crucial down game. When you don't convert, it really hurts.
Fourth down, and the field goal limit is on the field. Longwell with the 43-yard attempt, and this one is up and in.
Ryan Longwell sends it whizzing between the goalposts for a field goal straight down the pike.
The field goal puts them a little closer to tying things up.
Yeah, and that's a positive note their coach can point to when he tries to pump up his team at halftime. Ryan Longwell kicking off for the
There's the signal, and we're ready. Longwell booms a beauty here. Letties downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos are looking for some separation before half, and will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. Hurst carries this one out to the right and rambles for about 5. Ferguson has been with the field earlier in the game, and now Susie Calver has a report. Susie?
Thanks, Dan. I just talked to the trainers, and they said he got poked in the eye. He's currently receiving a lot of attention on the sideline, and unfortunately seems to be in substantial pain. His return is questionable. Dan?
Thanks, Susie. Anderson chews up 4 yards, and that brings up 3rd down. And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Broncos are out in front, 10-3. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer?
All right, and we'll get back to you in a bit. But welcome, everybody, to the ESPN halftime show. I'm Chris Berman. Now we'll look at our first half by the numbers, and I tell you, first downs have been the story here. The Packers should be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponent hang with them. Let's see if they can change things in the second half. Let's get started in this one early in the first quarter. John Lynch shows some great awareness here as he gets himself into position to pick this one off. Touchdown for the Broncos. The Broncos strike first and go up by 7. The Packers later on in the first ball at their own 20-yard line. Al Wilson come up with a big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. The Bronx still in the first quarter. Bronx winning by 7. Jason Elo gets the call that they can't punch it into the end zone, but the short field goal is up and good. They're now up by 10. The Bronx have it again. Mike McKenzie was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. Bronx leading 10-0. Amon Green would get the carry here. Good blocking up front to help us bring it. A 15-yard play that set up a Packer field goal, but they couldn't connect. The Packers late into the second quarter, the ball at their own 40. Brett Favre is back to throw, and look at the finesse he puts on this one. That set up a 43-yard field goal, and that's where we'll leave this one. The Bronx are holding on to a lead, 10-3. Now let's check out the undisputed halftime hero of the first half. John Lynch has played like a man possessed. So that does it for our halftime report. Send you back now to the second half of this one. Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe are there. Gentlemen.
Thanks, Chris. And today's game has been presented in ESPN Game Sound, designed and developed in collaboration with Dolby, the leader in surround sound technology. The Broncos will receive to start the second half, and they currently enjoy a small lead, 10-3. Let's get down to the field and the action. Brown catches it back at the 1. The ball's loose. It's ready. Brought down at the 16. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
That is Packer player number 4.
The Packers offense is now on the field, and except for a few big plays, they really can't be happy with the passing game to this point. We'll see what they call on this drive as they start at the 16-yard line. Ferguson goes in motion. Favre throws a heater, and the reception's made at the 8. Peter, unfortunately, we've had some players banged up so far.
Unfortunately so. Well, we've got some notable injuries this season. Teams are doing their best to put their best team on the field each week, but the injuries are piling up. There's no avoiding it. The key is to have depth in your roster and just hope for the best. Brett Favre threw the pass into double coverage, but gets his man perfectly. Hey, that was one accurate throw.
They move the ball, and it will be second down. Green picks up a yard on the play, and that will bring up third down.
Long Green had blockers on his side on that last play, but the defense was too smart. He gave him nowhere to go.
Not a lot of room on that play. It will be third down. Price gets in behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be fourth down.
Trevor Price targeted the ball carrier early. Didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
They take away any and all room and prevent that play from getting past the line of scrimmage. Fourth down coming up. Fourth down. 4 yards to go. Longwell from 27 yards out and puts it straight through the uprights and good.
Tim Couch handles this high snap perfectly. Sets up the ball. There's the kick, and it's good. 3 points. Ryan Longwell kicking off.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Longwell rockets this one deep. Brown downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense takes the field, and they will start out at their own 20-yard line. Smith goes in motion. Intercepted. One man to beat. Pushed out at the 27.
And this is a nice interception. Check his position out to make the grab.
Got it. Peter, you couldn't ask for more from him today. He has done his part.
And then some. So far, he's got 2 interceptions.
The Packers start this drive already in field goal position, and they're going to line up at the 27-yard line. Dew was shaken up earlier, and I hear Susie Culver has a report for us. Susie?
Thank you, Dad. I got a quick word with the trainers, and they said he's pulled his stomach muscle. They're looking at him right now. He seems to be in serious pain. The official word of his return, doubtful. Dan, back to you.
Thanks, Susie. This one will fall incomplete.
Robert Ferguson had that one come right to him back there. You have to catch those passes, baby.
That's his first drop of the game, and while every drop does hurt, you can't throw too much blame on him for that.
That would have been a tough catch.
Walker goes in motion. Fires this one over the middle, and it's complete. Short of the markers, however.
Pass interference, number 56, defense. Ball is placed at the spot of the foul.
Now Wilson
Automatic first
handled
down.
that receiver back there like a puppy playing with a chew toy, Dan. And he rightly got slapped with offensive pass interference.
First down to the eye. Green takes the handoff and finds room to run. Tackled at the 13.
Lon Green played smart and used his blockers to perfection on that last play.
Peter, what a nice pickup to get them into a second and short situation.
Yeah, great play, and now they have a bunch of options on what to try next. Those are nice stats. Way to carry the ball.
Wilson crushes him behind the line at the 16.
Now Wilson targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's his third tackle of the game. Catches the bullet out left, and they get the first on third and long.
Bubba Franks makes the catch here with 3 defenders. defenders on his tail. I'll tell you, I was not expecting that pass at all. I wonder if he knew it was coming.
Yeah, Peter, I think you could argue that throw probably should never have been made. It was very risky, but it did work out.
It's all about staying focused and believing in your team.
Nice game, and they easily convert on third down.
That was good call.
And touchdown.
Long Green makes the defense guessing on this run. He completely stuns them. Yeah, when you have a juke like that, there's not much the defense can do but watch in amazement.
Peter, that will put a touchdown in his stat column.
And that's always nice to have him. But so far, he's got 57 yards and 1 touchdown.
Here's the extra point, and it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Longwell rockets this one deep. Downs this in the end zone for a touchback.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah, the red guy. All right, yeah.
The Broncos stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 20-yard line. First, chews up 4 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Second and 6.
Plummer just rifled this one, and it's caught at the 33. Plummer down at the 37. It will be first down. No good, incomplete.
With the deflection. Jake Plummer has had difficulties, to say the least, and now he's second-guessing everything he's thrown. Terrible day. So far, he's struggled to get 42 yards and 2 interceptions.
Second down, 3 wideouts in the game. Hurst has his number called on second down and picks up a couple. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to him.
Check this out. Oh, you're right. He's taking it. They got you.
Smith goes in motion. Smith drags the ball right sideline, and they get the first on 3rd and long. Holden, number 28, defense. The penalty is the fumble.
First and 10. Ball 50 yards.
Harris picks up 6 on the play, and that brings up second down. Second down, just a single receiver on the field. Weaver goes in motion. Hurst takes it across the line of scrimmage and maybe picks up one on the play. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Packers with a small lead, 13-10. Hurst carries it for a third time in a row and is dropped short of the markers. It'll be fourth down.
Nick Barnett targeted the ball carrier early, but they need to let him take it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's his second tackle so far. Nord lines up for the punt. Nord takes the long snap and punts it away. Chapman takes it at the 13. Tackled at the 14. Packers have a long field ahead of them and start this drive back at their own 14-yard line. Goes in motion. Barr takes it to the right side and he connects at the 20 and he's stopped right there. Navy's had to leave the field earlier in the game, and now Susie Calder has a report. Susie?
Thanks, Dan. The trainers have just informed me that he's got a severe headache at the moment. They're working on him right now, and it looks like he should be ready to come back home very soon. Back to you, fellas.
Thanks, Susie. Green picks up about 2, and that brings up third down. Green gets the ball on third down and can't convert the third down. Fourth down coming up.
John Moulton was brought down the ball carrier before the markers. There was some game there, but not enough for the first.
Defense's back was against the wall, and they rose to the challenge.
Yeah, Dylan, it's great team. They had to make a stand here, and they stood together.
It will be fourth down. Sam gets the snap and puts it away. Stop at the 49. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. Not a lot of efficiency there. When they do score, you can see that it's the field goal variety. They need to punch it in if they want a shot. Rod Smith racked up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the sides of the punt a little bit.
The Broncos offense takes the field with time winding down. They'll start at their 49-yard line. Hurst has his number called on first down and maybe picks up one on the play.
Garrison Hurst stuck close to his blockers, but the play folded quicker than an over-caffeinated origami artist.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Gotta take what you can get down, but they were looking for more.
Smith catches it left sideline and he picks up 9.
Rod Smith was getting double coverage there, but it wasn't enough to stop him from making the catch.
A lot of short completions like that today, Peter, where they get stopped right soon after the catch.
Yeah, if you can't make anything happen after the catch, those short throws are useless.
Third down, and they line up with 3 tight ends. Hurst gains 8 conversions, and they convert for the third down.
Garrison Hurst gets close to his blockers here, and it pays off.
Peter, they did what they needed to do, and they squeak it past the first down line.
Yeah, he knew what he needed to do, and he done did.
How eloquently put.
Thank you.
First down, two receivers to the left. Smith calls in the pass and goal. He's got the first. The clock continues to tick down.
Rod Smith took on triple coverage and came away with a phenomenal catch.
Plummer tips it to the left sideline and it's intercepted.
Riley Diggs does why you think twice before throwing a pass in his neighborhood. Watch. Great presence of mind to try for the football there.
That's their third interception of the game. And Peter, the D is homing in on the passing game.
Yeah, tough play. I love it.
The Packers will start this drive deep in their own territory with the clock at 1:31. Green takes it for his 17th. The Broncos take their first time out. Second down. The clock is stopped at 1:28. They get it back.
Marco Rivera got their losses by getting the ball back, but nobody on this offense can be proud of that play.
Third down. 9 yards to go.
Well, they wait until the last second to snap this one. Take as much time as possible off the clock here.
Chapman goes in motion. Takes it down. The Broncos will take a timeout. That's their second. Chapman lines up in his own end zone for the punt. Chapman gets the snap and punts it away. Smith handles it at the 47. Right down at the 38.
Rod Smith did a nice job getting some yards after fielding the solid punt.
The Broncos offense has stalled late in their drives the past few times now. We'll see if they can finally score as they start this one at the 38-yard line. Hurst goes right up the middle and he's stopped. The clock continues to run.
Second and 5.
Plummer throws this on a rope, and it's off, incomplete.
Rod Smith had that ball in his hands on that play, and he just dropped it.
That's his first drop, and it is not often you see that from him.
No, normally he's pretty sure-handed there.
Third down, one man down. Anderson makes a play on this and forces the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Elam launches the 51-yard attempt, and it's
Jason Elam really gets the whole ball here, and he needed it. Watch. That's a powerful kick for 3 points, my friend. When he needs to, he can move that thing.
They stay in this game thanks to that field goal. It's all tied up now.
Ooh, this is getting good.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Elam moves a beauty here. Davenport downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Packers start this drive of the game from well in their own territory, and the clock at 16. Barr flips it to the right side, and it's completed at the 20. The Packers take their first time up. Second down from the shotgun. Makes the catch out to the left. The Packers will take a timeout. That's their second. First down, the clock is stopped at 4. Hart rifles it out the side, and the ball's loose. Doubles, and he's stopped right there.
Nick Ferguson turns things around by forcing the ball loose, and he gets recovered right here. And they get some good yards out of it. Great turn of events for this defense.
That is the second forced fumble of the game, and the defense is making it clear that you better hold on to the ball.
Yeah, the thing is, they're trying. We've just seen some monstrous hits out there.
So that'll do it for regulation time. We're going to need overtime to decide a winner in this one.
Dales?
Revenge from Monday Night Football in 2007 will be served cold, Green Bay.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Longwell kicks it off to begin overtime. Brown decides to take it out of the end zone. Back down at the 28.
With the Crows, Howard downfield for a big game. Hey, who needs the touchback when you can get even more yards yourself?
The Broncos want to capitalize on the fumble and will start this drive at their own 28-yard line. Plummer fires this one over the middle, and it's knocked away from the receiver, incomplete.
Number 87 was the intended receiver. Jake Plummer has found limited success in the passing game so far, Dan, and he just can't seem to get into a rhythm out there. I'd say he's not very pleased with his performance. So far, he's got 79 yards and 3 interceptions.
Smith patches it around over the middle and is at the 45, 20, 10, 5, and he's in for the touchdown.
Rod Smith makes the catch and then takes it for a great run here. Now he's got it. If you give him the room, he'll be happy to take it from you.
That's another medium-range catch for him. He's really found his niche in there.
Yeah, unless he starts getting shut down, there's no reason for him to move out of the game.
And that will do it for tonight's game. Broncos come out on top, 19-13. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
This one is in the books as we welcome you all to our ESPN video game post-game show. I'm Chris Berman. The Broncos stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Let's get started in this one early in the third quarter. After driving 6 yards on 3 plays, Ryan Longwell would be called upon for the field goal try, and he'd come through. A 27-yard field goal. The Packers climb back into the game, now down by 4. The Bronx on defense, Mike McKenzie shows some great awareness here as he gets himself into position to pick this one off. The Packers, after getting an interception, Packers losing by 4. Amon Green is able to make things pay off on the ground. They take the lead for the first time and are now up by 3. The Bronx on D, Niall Diggs was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. Bronx down 13-10. After driving 4 yards on 3 plays, Jason Elam get the call for the lengthy field goal attempt. He would in fact deliver a 52-yard field goal. The Broncos tie it up 13-all. The Packers with possession at the 42. John Lynch comes up big here as this ball's out, and he's in the right spot for the recovery. Game time 13-all. Ron Smith would wind up as the hero in this one, though, as his touchdown reception in OT would be the decider. And that's where we'll leave this one. Bronx squeaked out a win, 19-13. Now let's check in with our player of the game, a guy who made one big-time catch after another to help seal the win for his team. Ron Smith is on hand with Susie Collins. Suze?
Thank you, Chris. You excelled under pressure today. You may have the ingredient your team needed to pull out a win here. What do you think was the critical factor in getting the W?
Today's win was huge. The coaches, man, it's all about the coaches. If it wasn't for our coaching staff out here, we wouldn't have got it done. So I give a lot of credit to the coaches. They were a big edge in winning this game today.
Chris, back to you.
Thanks for tuning into ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports for 25 years and counting. I'm Chris Berman. We'll see you next time.
Well, happy Wednesday morning from Denver, Colorado. It's probably 3 in the morning wherever you live. Obviously, the end of this premiere will probably be a little over an hour. Denver Broncos got some nice magic and revenge against the Green Bay Packers, on just like in Monday Night Football in 2007, where it didn't really take long for the Packers to score. Matter of fact, Greg Jennings won on the first possession single-handedly when Greg Jennings burned Dre Bly, which was the biggest mistake Shanahan signed on defense, along with a million other things. But hey, I digress. So in video game ESPN, Rod Smith gets revenge on number 35 on the Green Bay Packers to seal the win for his Broncos in an upset fashion. So Denver will move on. They will play either the winner of the Bengals or the Giants, which will be Friday at 11 a.m., not p.m. It won't be late like this game. It'll be a day game. So they'll play the winner of the Bengals or the Giants, and they will most likely be the home team. Good night.